Max Verstappen's long trip to Japan for the Honda Racing Thanks Day was certainly not in vain. The world champion got behind the wheel of a Formula One car there for the last time this year, and he received an insanely expensive gift. What was the gift, and why was he given such a gift? Stay tuned to find out. Following the conclusion of the 2022 racing season in Abu Dhabi, the Japanese company held a Honda Racing Thanks Day to recognize and honor the achievements of the team in all forms of motorsport, including Formula One and MotoGP. Honda has a long history with motorsport, and several local and international races were on hand to entertain thousands of enthusiasts. Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez, Pierre Gasly, and Yuki Tsunoda were all present at the occasion. These four Formula One drivers are all affiliated with Honda through RedBull Racing and AlphaTauri. MotoGP's Marc Marquez was also present. Thanks Day is remarkable in its simplicity. There is a gathering of thousands of people, and Honda puts on a show using its extensive product lineup, including go-karts, dirt bikes, Formula One vehicles, and Civic Type R parade. The event also saw drivers take part in a karting race the morning before the featured demonstration runs of the Formula One cars. The 2022 champion used the special Honda-themed RedBull RB16B in 2021 for a show run, while the AlphaTauri duo was in the AT01. Max Verstappen, the winner of the 2022 Formula One Drivers' Championship, was presented with a Honda NSX Type S during this event as a token of appreciation for the outstanding performance he turned in during the 2021 and 2022 F1 seasons, which including defeating Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time world champion. He was also appreciated for the consistency that he has shown to the team. Honda chairman Seiji Kurashi and Honda Racing president Koji Watanabe presented the Dutchman with the gift. In front of an adoring crowd of tens of thousands of fans in the stands, the Honda chief expressed his immense appreciation for the double title run with the Honda-powered Red Bull. How expensive is this automobile? In the US, the NSX Type S starts at $169,500. This luxurious car can be fitted out with the lightweight package for a price tag of $182,500. Along with the increase in price comes an increase in power delivered by the twin-turbocharged 3.5-litre V6 engine, as well as the 3 electric motors. The powertrain generates 600 horsepower and 492 pound-feet of torque, which is a moderate increase in comparison to the normal NSX's output of 573 horsepower and 476 pound-feet of torque. Max Verstappen was visibly delighted with the gesture and thanked the Japanese team and fans for their support. He said, "What an incredible gift. What a great car. I'm very proud to get this one. So thank you very much for that." Last year, Verstappen won his first world championship after controversially beating Hamilton of Mercedes in the season's final race. It was a titanic battle between the pair. However, this year, the Red Bull driver had everything go his way, and he clinched the title with 4 races left to complete the season. After securing the championship in Japan in October, Max Verstappen went on to win additional races in Austin, Mexico City, and Abu Dhabi. His most recent victory in Abu Dhabi brought his total for the season to 15 race wins and established a new record for the most wins in the season. Red Bull also broke Mercedes' 8-year streak of Constructors' Championships. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner has hailed driver Max Verstappen for his performance from another world this season. According to Horner, the Dutchman drove with the maturity and conviction necessary to beat competitors such as Ferrari's Charles Leclerc. Horner said, "To do it with 4 races remaining, it's truly a remarkable performance. And I think Max has been on another planet this year. He has dominated this championship, driven with such maturity, such conviction." You're enjoying this video, right? You definitely don't want to miss out on other amazing videos. So all you have to do is hit the subscription button. It's that easy. Thanks for doing that. Let's move on. After Sebastian Vettel led Red Bull to victories in both the Formula One Drivers' Championship and Constructors' Championship between 2010 and 2013, it took another 9 years before Red Bull achieved the same results again. At that time, the team's chief technical officer Adrian Newey was the lead designer of the cars that propelled Vettel to success. Despite the regulation change to hybrid engines that followed in 2014, Newey admits that he was contemplating whether to stop after 2013. Newey said, "After the switch from V8 to V6 turbo engines, our engine partner Renault was never really able to build a competitive engine. In fact, I think we might have had 2 or 3 times the best chassis between 2014 and 2020, but we lacked an overall competitive car with which to win a championship. If you realize you can't go for the title, no matter how good your chassis is, it's quite demotivating." But Red Bull's partnership with Honda in 2019 drastically impacted the Milton Keynes-based team. When the switch to Honda came in 2019, it was a shock to the F1 world, given how the difficult relationship between the Japanese engine maker and McLaren had recently unfolded. When Honda and Red Bull announced their intention to work together, it caused more than a few people to raise their eyebrows. It was, after all, a gamble for both. It was the beginning of another golden period for the Red Bull team, which has so far resulted in 2 drivers' championships and brought an end to Mercedes' 8-year reign as the dominant team in Formula One. Newey said that collaboration changed everything. It suddenly gave us an engine that could compete with the standard. That meant that if we came up with a competitive chassis, we could actually take a shot at a title. And with that realization came the motivation all the way back. After Honda pulled out as their main power unit supplier in 2021, the team started to run their engine partner under the guise of Red Bull Powertrains 2022. However, at the Japanese Grand Prix, Red Bull announced a strengthening of the partnership between the two entities with the return of the official Honda company logos on the side of their cars. Verstappen was able to put a stop to Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes' reign of supremacy not only as a result of Verstappen's driving brilliance, but also as a result of the culmination of years of development from both the team and its power unit partner Honda. Together, they have chipped away at the Mercedes team's formerly insurmountable performance lead in a steady and consistent manner. The high-rake aerodynamic design that the team has been using for a long time was maintained in the RB16B that Verstappen used to win the 2021 championship. Given the regulatory freeze limits that were placed on everyone for 2021 in response to the economic issues posed by the pandemic, this was an extraordinarily successful evolution of 2020's RB16. Overall, the RB16 was a significant improvement over the previous year's spec in terms of its aerodynamic performance, helped along by a more potent Honda. In the hands of Verstappen, it was sufficient to break the monopoly that Mercedes drivers had on the drivers' titles in the hybrid era. Red Bull's RB18 emerged as the best of the 2022 Formula One car, especially on Sundays, and could arguably be the finest the Milton Keynes-based squad has ever produced. What has been perhaps most remarkable about its campaign is that it did not start the year as the fastest car. It had to overhaul Ferrari's F175. The RB18 has proved so effective for the current rules and is a result of a number of components, some of which were designed from start and others were developed as the season progressed. They worked together in unison to create a brilliant overall package. This incredible collaboration that Red Bull and Honda have formed has also benefited Verstappen. If you combine having the fastest automobile on an F1 grid with having outstanding driving skills, you will, without a doubt, obtain results, which will, in turn, fill your pockets with more money. According to Forbes estimates, Verstappen will be the highest paid F1 driver in 2022, with his combined salary and bonuses before tax making him around $60 million. With an estimated $55 million, Lewis Hamilton, who has been the highest earning driver in the series, according to the Forbes athlete rankings every year since 2013, finished in second place. This year, Fernando Alonso came in third place with an estimated earnings total of $30 million. Verstappen's Red Bull teammate Sergio Perez, who earns $26 million, and Ferrari Charles Leclerc, who earns $23 million per annum, round out the list. All told, Formula One's top 10 highest paid drivers earn an estimated $264 million. The list does not take into account income from sponsorships since, in comparison to tennis or the NBA, F1 has few marketing opportunities. Most drivers pay little attention to the business other than what they have to show their teams and team sponsors. Having said that, F1 drivers such as Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc are frequently spotted working with various multinational brands. Oracle, Red Bull Racing, and Scuderia AlphaTauri will continue to use powertrain units which are manufactured in collaboration with Red Bull Powertrains and Honda Racing Corporation till 2025. Will the Red Bull machinery dominate the F1 grid in 2023? Let me know what you think in the comments section below. That will be all for today's video. Thanks for staying tuned. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you can always get to watch more amazing videos like this. See you in the next video.